Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am just going to be discussing how our first day of school went. If you're new to my channel, my name is Margaret and I am a homeschooling mom to a 5th grader. Today was our very first day and we are just finishing up, just clearing some things up, and I am just going to look at what I might need to change or just to make some adjustments. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and look at my planner and just go down the line and talk about how we liked everything, and if we needed to adjust anything, I would go ahead and I will let you know. For starters, is we started with Matthew, the Bible study from Generations. We loved it. What we did on the very top before you start it, it tells you what Bible verse it is going to be talking about. We read from the Bible and then we go ahead and we talk about it and we read through it. We really like it. We are enjoying it and my son is understanding it. Now another thing that we do from the Bible, this is also a Bible / reading curriculum, and it is also from Generations, and that is God's Big Story 5. Today all he had to do is read the story, and then on the next day I go ahead and I have him do the questions. Now before today we did try it out and we did enjoy the questions as well, but just for today he read it and we actually read it together and we did the faith lessons and we are enjoying it. I really love the faith lessons. I think that really makes it really great as well, but we are enjoying it as well. Now moving on to math, we are doing math lessons for a Living Education 5 from Masterbooks. We are really enjoying it. We do have the videos with it. His name is Matt and he really loves the videos that go along with it. So what my son had to do is, in the first few weeks it is all review. So what my son had to do is he had to go ahead and fill in the multiplication chart, and guys, let me tell you, he has improved so much. He did not have any problems. It came quickly to him. All that review over our break has really helped. And then after he did the lesson in the course book, he did the practice makes perfect, and that did well for him. He is understanding it. It is just going really great. Next up we have is language arts. So language arts is a very big subject, so I'm just gonna go down the list here. If you see me looking down, that is why. So first, spelling. Spelling's a little bit different in Masterbooks. So what I had him do is we did the pretest first, and the ones that he got wrong on the pretest, I go ahead and I have him get a notebook and he writes 3 times each on only the words that he got wrong. Then after that we go ahead and I have him read the word on the flashcards, all of them. I just have him do all of them and read them. And then I go ahead and have him spell them out loud. That way he could hear himself saying the word and spelling the word out loud. So what I also have him do throughout the week is I have him do little activities with his spelling words. I went online and they have it where you could create worksheets but for spelling words. So he is going to be doing word searches. He's going to be doing where you unscramble the words, and in the back of the Masterbooks book they have no, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Online, you could go ahead and download the word shapes and you could go ahead and have them do it throughout each lesson. You go ahead and give them the worksheet. He really liked it when we used to do it. We did it on the very first lesson. We are actually on lesson 2 and he really likes it as well. Now for vocabulary and reading comprehension, I did land up getting the Spectrum for grade 4 for both of them. And I explained in my curriculum review on why we're doing grade 4. So if you want to go ahead and watch that video, you can. But We did it. We enjoyed it. Actually, the vocabulary reminds us both of Explode the Code a lot. It just has that little vibe to it. My son really loved it. He likes it a lot. This is our very first time using the vocabulary. We actually used to use the Spectrum level 2 and 3, if I'm not mistaken, and we liked it, but then we stopped it. It just happened where we just stopped, but we are really enjoying it. You just read the story and answer the questions, and he did amazing. Now for handwriting, he is finishing up pen time 2. He is on the cursive part. He is doing great. He does need a little extra practice, but it is coming along good. It's doing a lot better than when he was using the Good and the Beautiful. I'm not sure if we'll ever go back to the Good and the Beautiful yet for the handwriting, but so far pen time is working and it's doing really well with him.
I like school.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject?
Everything.
If you had to pick one subject, what would you pick?
Math?
Math? You like it that much?
Yes. Language arts, history, and science.
Come right after.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to start a reading where we do reading every day. We have a little, like, kind of like a break time, but in between we are reading. So the book that we started this week is called Old Yeller. It's doing great. He's really liked the story so far. I'm actually really enjoying it too. This is my very first time reading it, and same for him. So we'll just see how it goes along and see if we continue liking it. So next is history. History, I had to adjust a few things. So today we started with Taking Africa for Jesus from Generations, and it is a great curriculum. It is very Christian based. It has a lot of Bible talk in it, so if you're secular, that would not work for you. We do enjoy it. I did try to read the one chapter in one day, and I realized that it is a lot of information all at once, and it went over my son's head, basically. He did understand some parts of it, but it's a little too much information for him to get all at once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up the reading and have him do the worksheets on a separate day. I want to point out that they do have a schedule, but I wanted to try to make it my own, and the reason why is I'm going to mention it in a second. But they do have a schedule that you could easily follow. It is great. It's really like Masterbook schedule, so that is one thing I do like about Generation. We are also doing America's Story from Masterbooks. Now I'm going to make some adjustments between the two. Now, since I'm going to be splitting up the reading from Taking Africa for Jesus, I'm going to do the reading on different days, like separate days, and then I'm going to go ahead and have them do the worksheets. Now, after we complete this lesson, things are going to change a little bit. Now, I decided that I'm going to do a loop schedule. So on 1 week, we're going to go ahead and do the Africa, and then on the next week we're going to go ahead and do America's Story from Masterbooks. I think that would work a lot better. We don't do them, we have never even tried to do it on the same day, but I do want to spread it out. I want to have it where he's really understanding everything. I know that I could just use now one. For science, I already had to make an adjustment before today. So if you watched my review haul, you saw that for science that I was going to be doing God Made the World from Generations, and then I was also going to be doing Masterbooks, The Physical World. As I was looking more deep into it, I realized that that is probably going to be a little over my son's head. I actually went into the Facebook group and the online app, and they said it's more suggested for like 7th to 8th grader because it's really hard, and I do not want my son to be over challenged. So I decided to switch something. So I already had God's design life that we never got a chance to do. And so I'm going to be taking out the God's design physical world and I'm bringing in the life. We are starting it and we only did the first one today and we really like it. He actually understands it. It is enough information that he really gets it. A loop schedule with God Made the World as well. We started God's Made the World. The questions are a little challenging. I will say that. I am going to try to use the questions, but if the questions do not work for my son, what I am planning to do is I am going to have it more like a Charlotte Mason style, have discussion questions, maybe have like a little journal for it if it doesn't work. But I am hopeful that I could switch things around where it will work, where it could be on his, not necessarily his, I guess his level. That way he understands it better. But I might just switch some things now around. For electives, I originally was gonna do electives, but I decided that I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait because I wanted to have a schedule that is all figured out, that we are, because we're in the process of changing things, switching, seeing what's working, what's not. So that's why I didn't really want to do the electives. So I told my son that maybe we'll do it in about a month. That way we could see if there's any changes that we need to make, if there's any adjustments to our schedule, seeing what could squeeze in, what we need to take out, put on a different day. That is how our first day went. Everything did mostly okay. It just had a few, not necessarily hiccups, but just changing a few little things around. That way it works more better for us. I think our day went well. My son, he said that he really enjoyed his very first day of 5th grade. He was really excited. He was counting down the days and he got up, no problem, had breakfast, and he enjoyed it. Today was a very good success. But that is overall on how our first day of 5th grade went.
Please like and subscribe and click that notification bell to watch more of her videos.
Until next time, bye.